the internet's full of the list, so forgive me if I don't remember all of them off the top of my head right now.
I hope it has nuts and bolts on there too.
It does have nuts and bolts, yeah.
Very interesting, quirky game. Not like any other game that was on the 360.
And I think that what you're saying there is interesting and is actually what makes Rare unique. Every time Rare has made games, they've been different, and they may even take genres that other people have done and they'll do them with a Rare way.
I think I'd like to personally say nuts and bolts. Next to like Viva Pinata, they might be my favorite 360 exclusives.
Cool. I mean, everyone's got their favorite Rare game. Viva Pinata's getting a lot of love at the show.
I guess if I had to pick a favorite, if you had to twist my arm, I'd probably say Banjo-Kazooie.
Okay.
But yeah, they're all fantastic, especially for us, us Americans. The ZX Spectrum wasn't very popular in this place.
Yeah.
So like to be able to play like Saberwolf and all those classics is just an absolute privilege.
That's awesome, and that's why we do it. I think as an industry we don't do a great job of preserving our history. Like films and music, I can go watch a film that was made 30 years ago, or I can go listen to a music track that was 30 years old. With games, when we transition generations and consoles, sometimes the catalogue gets lost. And what we wanted to do was really go back and celebrate Rare's history.
Yeah, exactly. You look at old films, they get lost to the generations. Like, we have films that were not carefully preserved and they were destroyed, and there's absolutely no reason that can't happen to games as well. Like, this collection will ensure that these games are preserved for like a new audience, like those of us who are too young to play Banjo, or I'm trying to remember the third-person shooter on the N64.
Perfect Dark.
No, the third-person one. There was a robot dog.
Oh, Jet Force Gemini.
Jet Force Gemini, yeah. Like some people have forgotten. So, is this digital or is this retail?
It's both. So you can buy it through the Xbox Live marketplace, or you can go into your local games retailer and buy it there. And $30.
Interesting. Which version of Conquer is on this collection?
It's Bad Fur Day, the original.
Oh, okay. So no.
Live Reloaded.
Oh, okay. Is there a plan to include other titles in the future?
No plans currently. We think 30 games celebrating 30 years of Rare for $30 is pretty compelling, and the numbers all right. So.
And those of us who like to see where it all began, who like to play every classic game, this is an absolute privilege. Like compilations, it's like most people go, well, I'd like to play that game, but I haven't played the originals, and they're not on like current consoles, so I'm in a bind. But with this, like, people have no excuse. Like, you'll be able to play all 3 Banjo games. You'll be able to play Cameo, Jet Force Gemini. Does it have both Perfect Darks?
It does, yes.
And it has online.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, so it has the online from which
Xbox 360? Yeah.
Which version of Perfect Dark? I know there was a new one that came out.
We did a remaster for XBLA, and then we did Perfect Dark Zero, so they're both on there.
I couldn't help but notice, is that Zitz or Rash or?
That is Rash.
So I couldn't help but notice he's in current graphics.
Yep, that's because we built it. So we made some posters, and when we built the model, we wanted to build it, and we've brought Rash with us. So,
is he? Are they in that status in the game?
No, it's the original.
It's promotional.
Our whole mantra was, let's bring these games back as people remember them, and really, let people relive their memories. And we've included features that help enhance that. So if you click in the right stick, we do a CRT tube filter that makes the pixels bleed and bends the screen a little bit. Because back in, on some of these games, you played them on an old tube-based TV.
Now, there's some faces I don't quite familiar. I don't quite familiar that remember this 2D dragon character or this Grim Reaper guy.
So I think again, is in the butcher. To the dragon. So we've got steak, rattle and roll, which is a picture on my t-shirt,
Okay.
which was again quite a famous cult rare game. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, what about Killer Instinct?
Killer Instinct Gold's on that.
Gold. Okay, so that's the N64 game.
It's the one that we've not previously released. So obviously when we did Killer Instinct Remaster on Xbox One, we did the original arcade game.
Yeah, it reminds me when Killer Instinct, it was originally announced for the Ultra 64, which eventually was something else entirely.
Good memory.
Yeah, and that's basically just to give context to like the whole heritage of Rare. They always had sort of a nice, cheeky sense of humor, great witty sense of fourth wall, and again, like each genre is like it's done so many genres: platformer, shooter, some that can't even be categorized. I don't even know how I'd categorize Cameo.
Yep.
Say good, please. I was one of the developers on it.
Like that one's like fits into the like action adventure genre. Nuts and bolts, I don't even know what you would call that.
Yeah, create them up. I don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully that inspires a new genre.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see like journalists and like gamers to be able to experience these games as I did. It was a great honor and privilege to speak with you.
Thank you. I didn't catch your name.